Did you know that every second the sun produces the same energy as about 1 trillion megaton bombs? Quite the explosive opener, isn't it? That's our sun, our life-giving star. It's a constant, a familiar sight that rises and sets every day. It's so integral to our existence that we often forget it's there. But, have you ever stopped to really think about it? This brilliant celestial body, this powerhouse of nuclear fusion, is more than just a pretty sunrise or sunset. In fact, the sun holds secrets and facts that are downright scary. It's a giant fiery orb of gas, millions of miles away, and yet it holds an immense sway over our lives. Its mysteries are many, its power almost incomprehensible. So buckle up because we're about to embark on a journey into the heart of our solar system. Let's dive into our countdown of the 10 scariest facts about the sun. Starting off our countdown at number 10, we have unpredictable solar flares. These are massive bursts of energy that shoot out from the sun. Imagine 1 million nuclear bombs exploding at once. That's the magnitude we're talking about here. Solar flares are quite the cosmic wildcards. They're unpredictable, popping off at random without any clear warning signs. Scientists are constantly working to understand and predict these solar outbursts, but the sun often likes to keep us guessing. Now, why do these solar flares matter? Well, they release particles that can reach Earth's atmosphere and cause significant disruption. We're talking potential blackouts, interference with satellite communications, and even damage to power grids. Though these flares are not frequent, when they do occur, they can wreak havoc. Imagine a world without power even for a short time. It's not a pleasant thought, is it? Despite their infrequency, the potential destruction from a solar flare is truly frightening. At number 9, we have the sun's immense gravity. The sun, this colossal star at the center of our solar system, exerts a gravitational pull that's 28 times that of Earth. Now, let's put that into perspective. Imagine you're a basketball, and the Earth is a magnet. When you bounce, you're always drawn back. That's gravity. Now multiply that force by 28. That's the sun's gravity. This immense gravitational pull holds everything in the solar system in its place, from that smallest particle of dust to the largest planet. It's the reason why planets orbit the sun, why comets swing around it, and why we don't just float off into the cold, dark abyss of space. It's a force so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape it once it gets too close. So next time you're feeling a bit heavy, just remember, imagine being crushed under the weight of 28 Earths. Coming in at number 8 is the sun's hot corona. The corona is the sun's outermost layer, extending millions of miles into space. It's a stunning celestial spectacle, but don't let its mesmerizing beauty fool you. This part of the sun is remarkably hotter than its surface, reaching temperatures of up to a few million degrees Celsius. Yes, you heard it right. The corona is millions of degrees hotter than the sun's surface. It's like an open fire pit, but on a cosmic scale. But what makes the corona so dangerous? Well, it's not just the unimaginable heat. The corona is also home to intense solar winds, streams of charged particles that have the potential to wreak havoc on anything that comes near it. These winds can reach speeds of up to 1,000,000 miles per hour, turning the corona into a giant, blazing, and potentially destructive force. The sun's corona is hotter than its surface, a fiery death trap for any object that comes too close. At number 7, we have the sun's lifespan. Now, the sun, our beloved star, is about halfway through its life. Its age is estimated at around 4.5 billion years, and it's expected to live for approximately the same amount of time. However, it won't go quietly into the night. As it ages, the sun will grow hotter and expand, eventually engulfing the inner planets, including our Earth. This won't happen tomorrow, or even in 1,000,000 years, but in about 5 billion years. It's a long time away, sure, but it's a sobering thought that our cradle of life is on a countdown to its inevitable end. It's a reminder of the transient nature of everything in the universe. Nothing lasts forever, not even stars. The sun's death is a scary fact we cannot ignore. Taking the 6th spot is the sun's size. Now, when we look up at the sky and see the sun, it may appear as a small, bright disk. But don't let your eyes fool you. The sun is colossal, dwarfing our planet Earth in comparison. Imagine this: if the sun was hollow, it could fit a staggering 1 million Earths inside of it. Yes, you heard it right, 1 million. That's not just big, it's astronomical. It's like comparing a beach ball to a tiny grain of sand. And what does this mean for us? Well, it reminds us of our place in the universe, our insignificance in the grand scheme of things. It's a humbling, if not a slightly terrifying, reality check. It's a testament to the immense power and scale of the universe, and our sun is just one of billions out there. The sun's size is a scary fact that puts into perspective our tiny existence. At number 5, we have solar radiation. This is not your everyday radiation, it's a continuous stream of charged particles that the sun emits, known as the solar wind. These particles can travel at speeds up to 1,000,000 miles per hour, bombarding everything in their path, including our dear Earth. Now, without our planet's magnetic field and atmosphere protecting us, this solar radiation could strip away the ozone layer, which shields us from harmful ultraviolet rays. It could also disrupt our electronic systems and even affect our health, increasing the risk of cancer. Solar radiation is more than just a fascinating cosmic phenomenon. It's a stark reminder of our vulnerability in this vast universe. The sun, while being the source of life, is also a constant emitter of potentially harmful radiation. It's a delicate balance we live in, isn't it? Solar radiation is a silent, but deadly aspect of the sun. Coming in at number 4 is the sun's heat. Imagine a furnace that never cools down, a fire that never extinguishes. That's the sun for you. The sun's surface, also known as the photosphere, has a temperature of about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's not the end of the story. The sun's core is even hotter, reaching a staggering 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. It's this intense heat that fuels the sun's nuclear fusion process, which in turn produces the sunlight and heat that sustain life on Earth. Now picture this. What if Earth was just a tad closer to this blazing star? Even a slight shift in Earth's orbit could spell disaster. The increased heat could trigger catastrophic climate changes, melting the polar ice caps and causing sea levels to rise dramatically. So, while we bask in the sun's warmth, it's worth remembering that this same heat, if unchecked, could also be our downfall. The sun's heat is both a life giver and a potential life taker. At number 3, we have the sun's speed. Now, when it comes to the sun's speed, it's a bit of a cosmic paradox. It seems like a constant fixture in our sky, doesn't it? But here's a mind-bending fact. Our sun is a downright speed demon. The sun, like everything else in our galaxy, is in constant motion. It spins on its axis once every 27 Earth days. That's slower than Earth, but remember, the sun is gargantuan in comparison. Its sheer size means that despite the slower rotation, the speed at the sun's equator is a whopping 2 kilometers per second. But that's not all. Our sun also orbits the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, at an eye-watering speed of approximately 720 kilometers per second. This celestial sprint affects everything in our solar system, from planetary orbits to the spread of solar radiation. The sun's speed is a dizzying fact that can send chills down your spine. Taking the second spot is the sun's power. Its immense energy production is truly mind-boggling. Every second, the sun generates more energy than humanity has consumed in its entire history. This power comes from nuclear fusion, where hydrogen atoms combine to form helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy in the process. But this power also has a sinister side. The energy released by the sun is so vast that it has the potential for unimaginable destruction. Just to give you an idea, a solar flare, which is a minor eruption of energy compared to the sun's total output, carries the power of millions of atomic bombs. Imagine then, what the full might of the sun could do. It's an unsettling thought. Yes, the sun is our life giver, our light bringer, but it's also a cosmic powerhouse with the capability to obliterate everything we know. The sun's power is a scary fact that reminds us of our vulnerability. And finally, at number 1, we have the sun's future. Fast forward about 5 billion years from now, our sun will begin to die, stepping into its phase as a red giant. It will expand, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and you guessed it, our beloved Earth. This expansion is due to the sun exhausting its hydrogen fuel, forcing it to burn helium instead. The end will not be quick. The sun's death throes will last around 1 billion years. After the red giant phase, the sun will shed its outer layers, and the core will collapse, leaving behind a white dwarf. This stellar remnant will continue to shine for billions of years until it gradually cools and fades into a black dwarf. But worry not. This cosmic drama will unfold billions of years from now. For now, the sun continues to provide the energy that fuels life on our planet. The sun's future is the scariest fact of all, a reminder of our planet's inevitable fate. There you have it, folks, the top 10 scariest facts about the sun. We've delved into the unpredictable nature of solar flares, capable of causing untold damage to our modern world. We've explored the immense gravity of the sun, a force so strong it keeps our entire solar system in check. We've touched on the sun's blazing hot corona, a phenomenon that still baffles scientists today. We've uncovered the shocking truth about the sun's lifespan, reminding us of our star's inevitable demise. We've marveled at the sheer size of the sun, a celestial giant that dwarfs our Earth. We've learned about the harmful effects of solar radiation, a silent but deadly threat. The sun's intense heat, its astonishing speed, and its unbelievable power were also part of our journey. We finally glimpsed into the sun's future, a fate intertwined with our own. Remember, the sun is not just our life giver, but also holds many terrifying secrets. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, keep looking up.